All right, well, another day down. Made some more progress. Got some more walls up with a couple of windows. This is a window in the living room. That window over there that's where the bathroom's going to be. And come up here. So now we're inside the house, and this is shorter, this wall right here, because this is where the loft's going to be. So there's going to be a 3.5 foot loft on top of the bedroom, and it's actually going to extend this way to about right here. So about half the house. Have a loft over it, which should be about 3.5 foot tall, so big enough where you can get up there and store some stuff, or maybe put a spare bed or whatever. And this here is the bedroom. It's a whopping 5 foot 4 inches wide by about 8 foot. So small enough. She's gonna have her have a twin bed in here, and a little nightstand will go right there. And basically that's gonna be about it. Have some shelves on the wall over here. So anyway, but this is a tiny house, so everything is compact. So basically made for one person, and still be plenty of room for her, I think. So we'll call it a day. And all right, another fun day working on the tiny house. So what we finished up today is that's the loft. So the floor is going to go right on top of those 2x4s, and then this here is actually the finished bedroom. That'll be the ceiling there. So it's a little over 7 foot. The top of that window right there is 7 foot, so about 7.5 foot ceiling height, which is pretty good. Plenty for Rachel to walk around. And then we did some more welding today. So I finally figured out what I'm going to do. I'm going to weld on the front porch, so I'll weld some supports out. So to the outside is 8 foot on those, and then they're going to be 6 foot long. So it's going to give us an 8 foot by 6 foot front porch, which should look pretty nice. Got a little bit more welding to do here, another support across there, but I'm going to call it a day. Okay, another day working on the tiny house, and actually right now I am standing on the deck. So we've got most of the deck done. So it's 8 foot wide and 6 foot deep, and there was a couple of boards that were bad, so I got to get a couple more decking boards, but this is pretty neat. It's going to have a railing around it and 8 foot corner posts. So now we're basically, this will be like coming through the front door of our house. So right here is where the kitchen's going to be, refrigerator, cabinets, sink, all that stuff. Little bay window area is going to be right there. And it's going to have a little couch there. And over here is the table and chairs. And then that's a window there. And then right on the other side where the ladder is, we're going to put a little desk here for her. So she's got a little work area. And this is the bathroom. So we've got the bathroom walls built today. And what we're doing is this is going to have a barn door on it. So that's why it's just framed out. So the barn door will come across it and it'll slide back over to here. And likewise, the bedroom is going to have a barn door on it. So there's the opening for the barn door. So the composting toilet is going to be right here. And then her shower is going to be right there. And she actually has a window by her shower, but she's going to actually use a, what is it, a water trough?
Yeah, like a stock tank.
Oh, a stock. We're going to use a stock tank for a shower, and then so we're going to get a actually one of the round metal rings that you attach the shower curtain to, so it'll go all the way around her. So even though there's a window there, if she's taking a shower, there'll be a shower cutting our way around it. So again, pretty small, but this is it. And we'll probably put some shelves somewhere for put all our stuff on them. And so there we have another day's work done. So I just thought one question some of you might be wondering is, why is there no exterior sheathing over the wall studs, just the house wrap? And that's because we are using tongue and groove 1-inch pine on the whole exterior as well as on the interior. So because we're using a solid board and not like siding or some other type of material, we can actually save a little space by just putting the boards directly over the outside, and then of course with the wrap for your water and wind barrier, then our insulation on the inside, and then our wood on the interior as well. So because of that, we don't need any OSB on the exterior. It's just going to add weight that's unnecessary. Once we get all those tongue and groove boards nailed on here, it will be plenty sturdy. So that's the only thing I could think of that some of y'all might be wondering, which makes us a little atypical as far as a normal house build, because normally on a regular house, of course, you'd have your stud walls and you'd use the 1/2-inch OSB on the exterior, and then to that you attach whatever finish is on your house. Most people, it's siding or stucco or brick, or whatever they're going to use. So okay, well, we haven't been out here for a couple days because of the big snows, but actually made pretty good progress today. So we finished all the exterior walls. I still got just a little bit of work to do on this bay window right here to finish getting it fully closed in so we can put the window in it right there. But we finished all the other exterior walls. There's an opening for the doorway right there. And as you can see, we went ahead and wrapped it with the house wrap. And then we've even installed 3 of the little windows there. Got those all leveled up, so that looks pretty cool. And if I can get up here. All right. So now we're up on the deck, and so here's a little deck with our bay window build that I'm doing. The challenging part of building something from scratch like this is I have a basic blueprint, but actually when it comes down to building the things, sometimes you gotta think about it a little bit and then come up with a plan. So that the challenges were you nail that tongue and groove pine in here on the interior and exterior, so you have to have a good nailing surface at all your corners. And so we're still gonna have to put some additional studs in here, like on that corner right there, to block that out where I could nail to that. And it's gonna have to have several studs around here. And this is actually, she's got some foam set in there. This is gonna be a little L-shaped couch that goes into the bay window, so that's kind of cool looking. It's going to be out to that edge of that board right there, and then it's going to come over to about here, because all her cabinets and the refrigerator and stuff are going to be right in here. And then walking into her little house, there's a view out the window now. So we got the bathroom pretty well studded in. That's the loft part up there, and the other part of the loft over here, so she's gonna have an L-shaped loft. Should be about 3.5 feet tall. Should be pretty neat. And of course, this is her bedroom with her window to look out of when we finally get it finished. So